Hello, I'm Tamika Smith with Lost of a Loved One.
Hi, I'm Erica Legal, co-host of Lost of the Loved One.
Today we have another episode that's going to tell you guys about another loved one that was lost. I'm glad you guys have tuned in. But first, I have a bone to pick with Erica. My breakfast.
Do you really want to tell people what you eat for breakfast?
Anything.
She eats candy. Literally eats candy for breakfast.
Sometimes it's popcorn. It may be a Snicker, maybe a Twix.
Who
Different
eats
things.
Snicker and popcorn for breakfast?
Okay, but if you think about it, people eat donuts for breakfast. It's sweet.
That's dough.
I don't see the difference.
Every reason to tell me why she eats. I try to help her. Let me tell you. I go to this store called Ladle, and they have these little croissants that has raisins in them. Do you know this lady warms them up and puts sugar on the top? But it has raisins already. It's already sweet.
They are
Who
so
does that?
bland. They are bland. So I got to make them taste like something. I don't know. I thought that would be a normal thing.
Let's talk about lunch. When I want to get her to eat some vegetables, you should see her face. Oh my God. She'd be like, do I have to eat that? Really?
Yeah, I've never
no,
been
I don't think so.
I've never been a healthy eater, but I am so happy to welcome Keisha to the show today. Keisha's going to tell us the story about her son, Andrell Gordon Jr. Welcome, Keisha.
Welcome, Keisha.
Hello.
Are you nervous, Keisha?
A little bit.
Inhale, exhale. You'll be okay, honey.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Keisha. I love to travel, have fun, live life like it's golden.
That's right. I like that.
I'm trying to get there.
Look, right.
So I know I got to call who I got to call then.
So, Keisha, tell us about how you found out that is Doo-Wop is his nickname, correct?
Yes.
How you found out Doo-Wop was no longer with us.
Actually, I found him in his bed and he was gone. He had a heart attack in his sleep.
Oh, wow.
How old was he?
17, a month away from being 18.
Was there like prior health issues or anything like that that you knew of?
No, actually, there wasn't any, but only thing they was saying, like, he was obese. And I had kept taking him to the hospital to get checked and heart checked and everything like that or whatever. But not in time did they tell me my child had an enlarged heart and he could have a heart attack.
Oh.
So
Ooh.
that kind of bothered me a lot because I'm like, I took him prior to that, 2 months prior to that, he had a check on his heart and everything, EKG and everything like that. So I'm not understanding how did they not see that he had an enlarged heart. So
Right.
that's what I with.
They never sent you to a cardiologist?
Yes, he had all that. He had all that done and then still end up passing.
I tell people all the
when the
time.
coroner told me, they told me that he had an enlarged heart, and that's how he had a heart attack in his sleep.
Oh, wow.
But I am so sorry for your loss.
Yes, me too. So tell me, Keisha, how long has it been since, what's his nickname?
Doo-Wop.
Doo-Wop passed.
This December the 21st will make 5 years.
Do you feel like you're at the point where you're starting to go through the healing process?
Yes, because I know I am, because at first I wasn't dealing with it. Wasn't dealing with it. I just was trying to keep busy, and then when it actually hit me, it hit me hard. And so I went through that for about a year, and now I think I'm starting to heal a little bit because I'm able to even just talk about it. Because, like I say, every so often I relive that day of me finding my child in the bed dead.
Yeah, that that I can relate to that because I've always been the type keeping busy is what keeps my mind going and off of things and being able to cope. So that's one of the mechanisms I use as well. So I can definitely relate to that.
Well, the I could say I had at least thought that I was getting somewhere, but lately it's like I'm starting to go backwards. So like the first year, because like I'm finding myself crying and stuff. So what I'm getting to understand is, like you said, we would say, I think when you're ignoring something, it comes at you. And I think what you just said just hit what I am starting to go back again with dealing with Jalen's loss. That's my son's name. So I totally
ignoring it at first
Yeah.
and trying not to think about it.
you know. And I think too, with the show opening up, I think that has a lot to do with it too. It's therapeutic, but then afterwards, when you hear other people's conversations, it's like it's all over. It's like you have your pain and everyone else's pain because, as Valerie said, we're angel moms, and I never thought of it like that.
That was Felicia.
That was Felicia.
Angel moms.
She called. She's like, and she gave us names. So we're angel moms. But I'm learning that people say it gets easier. I thought it did, but maybe I just didn't get there yet. I thought I was getting there, but I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, sometimes you go back to like it's day one. It goes back and forth. It's normal.
Yeah, I'm learning, losing a child and hearing a lot of things that you experience. When you think you're crazy, you're not crazy. It's normal.
What are some things that you did, Keisha, where you felt like it was something beyond what you would normally do or say or things like that?
What do you mean? Like just lashing out and things like that.
Like sometimes I'm angry. I can be happy one minute, the next minute I'm sad and crying. I didn't want to see people saying happy birthday to their children on Facebook. Just different things like that. That's weird. It's not the normal you, but you found yourself doing it.
And just exactly what you said, because sometimes I get jealous of women with their sons or whatever. Like I didn't get a chance to send mine to the prom because that was his senior year. Like sometimes I get jealous of that or whatever. Or if they say like they son's so sweet to them, a mama boy, I didn't get a chance to get that.
Right.
Okay, that's understandable. I can totally relate to that one. I can.
So it kind of bothers me or whatever sometimes, and I'll be like, dang, I didn't get a chance to experience that. And then I always thought like, okay, well, I can't wait till my kids get grown for we can live together. And for him to be a month away from being 18, it kind of hurt me because I'm like, dang, I got almost robbed of his whole adulthood. Like, if I don't know if he would have had kids or anything.
Right.
Oh, I don't feel crazy. I really don't.
Right.
Because I think about all those things. Like I would never be a grandmother, and that thing eats me up so bad. Even though I have other children, but my other children are gay, so that really eats at me. That somebody robbed me of that. So I understand.
What
but
is
then
some?
Also, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
And then I have good days when I sometimes think about how the way I did find him, because I'm like, that's the most almost basically peaceful way you can go is in your sleep. So I'd be like, at least, you know what I'm saying, he didn't suffer or anything like that.
Right.
Like he went the natural way, was somewhat natural way or whatever, you know. Because I know I often sometimes think about parents that lost their kids from that somebody took their kids from them, you know, and I'm like, that's a different kind of pain, you know, even though I had a pain, but that's a different kind of pain. So
Right.
I'm grateful that I ain't gotta have that type of pain. Cause I know if my pain hurt the way it hurt, I can imagine how the pain of someone else taking your child.
Yes. I think each loss is kind of different, but I mean, I guess one of the main things I want to try to get across to people is some different ideas on how to cope. What are some things that you do to try to cope with your loss?
Just think about the good things, good days, and a lot of it. When I cope, I just like I said, I travel. I travel a lot just to cope with it.
That's a good thing to do. I got to
That's
catch
it.
y'all on some of those trips too.
That is a good thing.
Did you go get counseling at all?
I tried it, and no, but a lot of people say I need to get an African American counselor or whatever. That's because I ain't relate to her. I was like, no, this ain't for me.
If you can't relate to the counselor, then I don't think it'll be beneficial either. I did go and get counseling. Mine just happened to be an African American lady. But I do think it was very helpful just to vent and get things off my chest and not feel like no one was going to judge me from anything I had to say about the situation. So I think that it helped me in that sense.
I'm gonna try it again, but I just ain't went back to it or whatever because I have other hurdles, so I haven't went back to it. But I'm gonna try it again.
Okay.
Like, what are tell us some things that Duwop had liked.
Do I what you say?
Tell us some things that he liked.
Well,
Just tell us some things about him.
Well, his favorite thing was music and headphones.
Okay.
That's all he wanted is music and headphones. Every now and then he got into the game, but not really, not like music.
What did he like? What artist?
Yeah.
Huh?
What artist did he like? What kind of
Uh,
music?
what's his name? Rich Homie Quan was his boy. Lil Boosie. He had a wide variety.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, a lot of these young kids nowadays be liking to listen to old school music. I'd be like,
Right.
who y'all think y'all are? What y'all know about that? They be calling themselves jamming to the old school playlist.
And swear they know about it. So did he used to walk around the house and singing the song and you'd be like, shut up, take it down.
Yes. I remember a time that the little boy was hustling at school earphones. And the principal called me and told me about it. So Andrell had my mama take him to the Dollar Tree. And he been selling the headphones to school for $5 and got caught. I said, huh? She said, yeah. Andrell got busted for trying to sell headphones in the school. And I said, well, how he get busted? She said, because he was arguing with somebody and said, you ain't got enough money, so you ain't getting the headphones. I said, wow, you really up here hustling dollar headphones for $5.
But remembering things like that, that definitely helps you cope. That definitely helps. So if there was one thing that you could say to another parent who has lost their child, what are some things that you would tell them that you think could possibly help them?
I would say venting and getting it out because holding it in, it makes it worse.
I agree.
So I say talk about it, vent about it. If you gotta scream, cry, whatever you gotta do, I would tell you to get it out because that other hurt is something else. It makes you feel like you can't breathe or none of that, and you just go through depression. You go through a lot when you let it hit you hard. So I would
That's
tell them
true.
let it all out.
So Keisha, do you have other children?
Yes, I have one other child. My oldest child is my daughter, Ariana.
Okay. So how do you let Andriana see you go through your feelings for Duwop? Do you let her see that you're grief in, or do you hide it from her?
Hide it. Yeah, I hide it a
Too.
lot.
Me too.
I don't hide it because what someone told me that when they have siblings, the siblings sometimes, if they don't see you grieving, they get angry and upset at you because they feel that you don't miss their brother or sister, so I let my kids see me grieve. One thing I did, and my uncle had told me that I couldn't do, I felt I needed to grieve for my children. And one day my uncle said to me, he said, "No, Erica, you can't do that. You have to grieve for only you, and they have to grieve for them." And that's when I started to ease off. But then my older daughter is always saying that she wants to take my pain away. So then that takes me back to no, I am the mother. I should be
taking your pain away.
And then that makes me angry. It just makes me all angry again that my child is going through this.
Right.
So I let my kids see me grieve so they don't feel like I'm not grieving.
And I don't really think it's a right or wrong answer to that. I think you just have to do what you can do the best way you can do it until you can do something different. I mean, if that situation is really no right or wrong answers to it. It's a new normal, something that we all have to learn to live with, no matter how hard it get, and just be as strong as we can or as weak as we need to be. That's just really my take on it.
Go ahead, Keisha. You was gonna say something?
I said I agree.
Yeah.
But Ariana's doing some big things, huh?
Yeah, tell us about her.
That's she my rock.
Oh,
That's good.
That's good.
I do think it's a difference to go through things with no children versus having children, other children, because I think they kind of keep you going.
Oh,
That's true, because I always wanted 2 kids because I had to go through it by myself because I'm the only child. So I always said if I had kids, I want to have at least 2 so they can have each other. Never thought that I'll lose one and still only have one. So.
I totally agree with you what you said, because I always told people that never have one child because of what you just said, Keisha. Here it is now. You always wanted 2, and now you just have 1. I totally agree with your sentiment. People should have more than 1. Yes, because it is hard. I'm fortunate to have 2 more children, and but you have different relationships with your children.
Definitely.
And I miss that relationship with my son because I have the others.
Right, because it's just like when meeting people. You have different relationship with people. I may hang with you because we party. I may hang with somebody else because we travel. I may hang with somebody else because I have good conversation with them. So I think it's the same way with your children. You have different situations with different children.
Yeah.
So I do think that's the case.
That's true.
The other day, what I was doing, well, not the other day, I have a family member that has 2 children, and one feels like he don't exist. And Tamika's the only person I can talk to about that, and it's eating me up because I lost a child. So how could you not make your other child feel that they don't exist? And for them to verbally say it, that really, I complain to Tamika every time he calls me because it makes me so angry.
Now, I think when you have lost a child and then you go through, different emotions and people don't understand it, and you're seeing them taking their child for granted, it's like what's wrong with you? Do you know you can not have them tomorrow? I mean, you go through so many different emotions and things like that. So it's hard. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
But we're here for you all the time. You know you my party girl.
You can't party unless you're not. You can't drink. You gotta sip Kool-Aid.
It wasn't the drinking, Keisha. It was the food. The drinking I could do, but it was the food. Now I know I gotta really ask what's in the food when I go there.
Well, no, you just need not to eat. Then bring your apples and oranges. Then. 'Cause you need
Well,
not
that's
to
what
eat.
I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to walk with my own food because I'm gonna drink.
I know that our situations are completely different, but I try to ask general questions so that everyone can get the answers they need, or, you know, whatever may help someone else. Did you feel any guilt or blame in Andrell's situation?
Yes, I felt like a lot of blame. I ask myself time and time again because I try to ask myself like, what can I have did different? I took him to the doctor and everything. Why I ain't see a sign or anything like that? So I always ask myself and blame myself like, dang, should I have seen the sign? Did I have a sign? I always battle with that in my head.
Okay. That's normal.
Okay.
That's normal. But I mean, we just all have to keep going as much as we can. And we want to thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, to share your story, to keep Andrell's name alive. If there's any things that you want to do as far as nonprofit, write a book, anything, I'm here for you. I'll help you as much as I can. I want to thank you again for coming on and telling his story.
Well, before I say thank you, I want to ask you, Keisha, what have you been doing to take care of yourself through all the process of losing your son?
I don't know how to answer that question right now because I'm
Okay.
going through a storm right now, so I don't know how to really answer that question.
That's okay. We could come back to it another time.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That is fair.
That is fair.
But we do want you to
But
make
I-
sure you take
yes.
care of yourself.
Take care of yourself because I know he would want that. And you got to remember, you're an angel mom,
Correct.
you know? But I would love to thank you for sharing your story with us. And I would like to tell everyone, thank you once again for tuning in to the Loss of a Loved One. Please comment, like, and subscribe on all social media platforms. And we look forward to speaking with you next Wednesday at 8 p.m. sharp.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. We want to say once again, thank you for tuning in to the Loss of a Loved One. We would like you to like, comment, and subscribe on all social media platforms. See you next Wednesday at
Thank
8
you.
p.m. Thank you.